Hey, my name's Liz and I sell on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. Today I have a Goodwill Outlet haul. It's been a while since I've been there, at least a month, maybe two. So I was kind of itching to get back and see what I could find. I got 54 pounds today. Couple decent things, nothing to go crazy over. I have found some really amazing things at the bins. I didn't get there until about 1 o'clock today, and they close at 5, but the last rotation is like 3:30. So I only got, I think, 3 rotations in, so I'm glad that I was able to find as much as I did in that time. As usual, if you don't often watch my videos, I sell things online. I take things to the buy sell trade stores like Plato's and Once Upon a Child. Those are the only two I have locally to me. And I send things to ThredUp that I don't want to sell but aren't things that Plato's or Once Upon a Child would take. Like I don't have any of the Clothes Mentor style Encore more mature places, so I have some things that are good enough to grab but not necessarily things I want to sell myself at my bins. It is $2.19 a pound if you get under 50 pounds. If you hit over 50 pounds, you spend $1.99 a pound. So I think it's anything over 39 pounds, you're better off getting 50. So I always try to hit that 50-pound mark. So let's dig in. This isn't sorted at all, so we will decide where it's going together. This is Zara Kids. I found a lot of Zara today. These are like a bigger kids jean. I do sell some Zara Kids stuff, but I think for the most part, the stuff I found today is going to be things that I take to Once Upon a Child. I like to sell their kind of more substantial pieces, dresses, collabs, that kind of stuff, and I just have enough. I really didn't even need to go today, but I just wanted to. So I think, long story short, most of the kids stuff is going to get brought to Once Upon a Child. This is UGG. This would mean ready to wear, but it's just a sweatshirt, so I'm not 100% sure why that's on there, but it's just a sweatshirt and it has fuzzy letters. Very cute. I haven't sold much clothing from UGG. Maybe like a bathrobe or pajamas or something, but nothing like this. So I imagine I will list it myself. I didn't look up comps on it. I found a few pairs of leggings today, a couple from Aerie. This is Offline by Aerie. These are the flare like crossover style. I have sold these and I have brought them to Plato's before. Not totally sure what I'll end up doing with those yet. These two are just t-shirts that my sister asked me that if I found anything from this brand, Comfort Colors. It's what she likes to use for her hair after she showers. So I grabbed her 2 t-shirts to use for that. Another pair of leggings. These are Story, I think, which I wasn't familiar with. And I didn't look it up. I don't look up tons of stuff at the bins just because it's kind of a fast-paced environment. I'm paying so little for it, and usually I can send it to one of the other places if it's not something I want to list. I imagine these are going to go to Plato's, but I will double check before I stick them in that bag. This is House of Harlow, which they make some really cute trendy stuff, but it's been pretty heavily sold at TJ Maxx and Marshalls in the last couple of years, so it doesn't have a great resale market just because you can find a lot of the stuff there, but at the bins I will grab it. These are like a very wide leg black pant with kind of a crinkle design on them. I'll look them up and see, but most likely these are going to go to thredUP. We have more Zara Kids. This is a flannel, and that I will take this to Once Upon a Child. They pretty much take things year round, whereas Plato's mostly just takes in season. So I don't mind bringing winter gear to them in July and summer things to them in December. They pretty much will take any of it anytime from me. This is Calvin Klein. They're just a little pair of velour overalls. They probably had a shirt that went with them originally, but hopefully they will still take those from me. These are Lafleur. And this isn't a brand I come across super often. They kind of are known for like business, professional workwear. So that's exactly what these are. They're size 18, black, like career pant. So I will definitely list these. I would say 99% of black career pants that I would come across would end up at thredUP, but I like to sell this brand. Now this is a kids piece that I will most likely list myself. This is Jenny and Jack, and it's a little button-up shirt with parrots on it. I imagine this is linen, 100% linen. So yeah, I think I will probably list this myself. Some more kids stuff. I have a lot of kids stuff, so sorry if you don't like kids things, but if you are a binge shopper, I highly recommend picking up kids stuff. It's super lightweight. Even if you don't have a Once Upon a Child, you can pick up stuff that's worth selling. And if you really want to pick up more things, you could do bundles of sizes. A lot of the times at the bins, I'll find a pile of stuff that's clearly donated from the same person, and it's mostly the same sizes, so that's another way you could do it too. This is a little set from Old Navy, super cute. All of this is gonna go to Once Upon a Child. These are Pottery Barn Kids Christmas footy. They will take Christmas from me right now. Pottery Barn Kids, I have sold a thing or two from them in clothing, but I just don't really want to list those. Another little pair of overalls. These are from Mango, which I've never seen kid stuff from them before, so I didn't know they made it, but those are a great style. No idea what the market on this is, but it's a new with tags little Kate Spade hair tie that has a bow on it. So I will look this up and assume I will sell it if it pretty much has no market for it. Plato's might take this from me because it's new. If not, I'll just keep it in my hair pile of, headbands and that stuff. Only found one piece of this, but these are Hannah Anderson Christmas pajamas. I've sold this print a few times. I would normally not really pick up separates unless I was finding a few of them from Hannah Anderson, but the Christmas stuff usually does okay for me. Out of season, but I did like the style of this. This is Zara, and I will sell this one myself. It's a blue turtleneck sweater, kind of cropped with these big wide sleeves. Really pretty color and great condition. Found a few pair of sweatpants, which I know are very popular with, I'm gonna sound super old saying this, with the kids, but really like the teens and stuff love to wear sweatpants. So I have been trying to grab them more. These are from Spiritual Gangster, which I don't grab all the time anymore, but I think that Plato's will take these. More Zara Kids. This is just a little shirt that I'll bring to Once Upon a Child. These are a bigger kid size. These are Old Navy, and they are like a cargo athletic jogger pant. I think they'll like those since they're kind of a trendy piece for bigger kids. I don't pick up in the larger sizes for kids, things that look like little kids' clothes, if that makes sense. I find that they don't take that as much and they're harder to sell because those kids are at the point where they are hoping to wear cool clothes. So they don't want to wear the same thing that a 5-year-old's wearing. This is a little bubble from Old Navy to bring there. And more Zara Kids. This is a Marvel collab, which I could definitely sell, and I'll double check that this isn't like a super popular one. I usually will sell the Zara Disney stuff, so I'll double check on these, but most likely take them there. And this is a bra from Bali. I have slowed down on picking up bras, but Bali is super easy to list because they have a little code on them and you can find exactly which one it is. And some more leggings. These are Onzi. I haven't found this in a while, but these are, every time I've found them, they've been very intense, vibrant prints. I will most likely list these myself. They're kind of a lower range, more like a $15 to $20, but they should be an easy list. This is a Zara piece that I think I'm going to bring to Plato's. I'm not sure if it's men or women. It doesn't say, but I think this is a t-shirt style that Plato's will like. And this is a Disney shirt. It's from, I guess, an event at Disneyland. I'm not familiar with this event, but I will grab most Disney park stuff, especially at the bins, and I usually sell that myself. This is actually another piece of House of Harlow. This one's a little crop top that has kind of a triangle shape on it. I'm gonna take this to Plato's. And this is a random purchase, but this is a silk pillowcase from the brand Slip. I have pillowcases from this brand that I like, so I have no idea what the resale value on something like this is, but I will just keep it if there isn't one. They're pretty expensive new, so maybe some people will buy used ones. If not, I will sanitize it and wash it and just use it myself. This is J. Jill, which I will send to Thread Up. I don't really sell J. Jill stuff, but it is nice quality pieces that I find does well on Thread Up. This is actually, I picked 2 pieces up, maybe 3 today actually, from this brand, which I 99.99% don't pick up, but I thought they were cute and might do well on Depop. So this is Alfred Dunner, which if you thrift, you are familiar with, but I thought this was really cute with the bows. It's a like short sleeve sweater shirt. I feel like someone's gonna like this with the bow. If after a little while it gets no interest, I'll just either donate it or send it to ThreadUp. So did find a designer piece. This is Fendi. It is a tie, but it is in need of a little TLC. So it's kind of, the stitching is coming apart in a couple places. It's 100% silk and it has that tag, but then there's no like Fendi tag, so I have to check the authentication on this, but I mean, I imagine it's authentic, but it definitely needs a little love. But at the bins, a tie is like less than a quarter, so I was gonna grab it either way, but hopefully it's real and I can clean it up a little bit. I grabbed this Everlane bodysuit. It is white, but it looked to be in good shape. It kind of has these interesting little short sleeves and the bodysuit part of it. I don't pick up a ton of Everlane anymore. It doesn't move great for me, but at the bins I will grab it. This is Pokemon and it's a little like bomber jacket from Pokemon. It is current, it's 2024, so it's not like it's vintage. But I have no idea if this is something that was popular or collectible or anything like that. So if it's not, then it will go to Once Upon a Child, but if it is, I will gladly list it myself. Here's one of the other Alfred Dunner pieces. I only grabbed these because they were new with tags, retailed for $40, and they are plus size. So they are just like a pull-on khaki pant. No great fabric or anything, but I'm hoping that I can send those to thredUP. I just have to double check if they take this brand or not. This is another pair of those Offline by Aerie yoga pants. Same exact style, same size even, so I may list them. They'll be a really easy list. I think I already have this exact listing up there anyway, so I can just kind of replenish it. This is my parents' cat, Penny. I found a Juicy tracksuit, which was fun to come across. I got the pants and the jacket. The only thing that kind of stinks is they're not embellished at all. It's just the plain velour. So they're definitely worth less than if they had crazy designs on them. But hopefully someone will still like it, and finding the whole set of it was, better than just finding the one piece. Kids piece, this is Baby Gap. It's kind of like Patagonia style, little quarter zip, good condition. And this is for there as well. This is just Carter's, but a very cute dress. These are Abercrombie and Fitch, and they are a kind of athletic material jogger. They have some bins marks on the back that I'm hoping will come out. So these I will look up and see if they should end up at Plato's or not. I'm kind of 50-50 on what Abercrombie stuff I list at this point. I might even have one more of these, but I have been selling snow pants, buntings, all of those to Once Upon a Child, even out of season. They've taken every single one I've brought. These are LL Bean, which is great, and these are Carter's, but they take them all and they give me a pretty good price for them since it's something they mark higher than regular stuff. So I find them at the bins constantly. It's not really something that most people pick up, so I try to grab them whenever I see them in good condition. Some more Zara Kids little jogger pants. Then this is Magnetic Me, which is like they're actually magnetic closures instead of snaps or buttons, which is really cool. This one is a gown, which I don't think I've had before, with these little dogs on it. I will list this. This brand sells well for me. We have a pajama top from the brand Eberge, and sadly only found the top, but I think I will still probably get around $15 for just this pajama top, and it's an extra large, which is even better. I need to do a little more research on these, but the brand is The Crate. They're another pair of sweatpants. They feel really nice and thick. They are made in the US, which is part of why I ended up grabbing them, even though I couldn't find a ton of information about them. But if I can't really find anything, I'll take them to Plato's. If not, I'll list them. This is the last piece of Alfred Dunner I picked up. It does have a little bit of staining at the collar that hopefully I can get out, but I thought this was a really fun design on this little short sleeve cardigan. So I've sold so many grandma sweaters on Depop, so I'm hoping that they will like this as well. It's a little beach scene. So it's got like a lighthouse and the ocean. It's partially embroidered, so I think that this may be popular. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Another pair of snow pants to bring. These are, I think, identical to those other blue ones. This is a loft top that I'm going to give to my mom. Actually, it's Ann Taylor Factory, but same concept, long sleeve, a little out of season, but we both really like shirts like this from there. This is a H&M bathing suit. It's like a romper style to take to Once Upon a Child. This is just a plain white t-shirt, but it felt really nice, so I grabbed it just to stick in my husband's closet. Nothing exciting, I don't think, but the brand is Next, the Essential Tee, so not familiar with it, but felt nice. We've got another pair of yoga pants. These are from Carbon 38, which I haven't sold in a while, so I'll double check on comps, but most likely take these to Plato's. This is Chico's, which I will send to thread up. This is just a pretty basic stretchy t-shirt. This is a New Tags Polo Ralph Lauren kids quarter zip. I will probably just take it to Once Upon a Child. I don't have great luck with this brand. These are Aviva little, not bike shorts, they're pretty short. Aviva is the kids line of Lululemon that doesn't exist anymore, but I'll take these to Once Upon a Child. And this as well, this is just Old Navy, but I don't find as many boys pieces as girls, so I try to grab some when I can. And then this is Express that I only grabbed because it was new with tags. I'll just throw it in my thread up box. This was a turtleneck and I was like, this feels really nice. It definitely has to be something. And I knew when I looked at this tag in here that this is the tag for Eileen Fisher. So I can't find anywhere where the tag would have been, or like if it rubbed off on and it was just like a printed one. I'm not sure, but I figured I'd grab it anyway. I did grab one pair of kids' shoes. These are Sam Edelman little loafers. I didn't look them up because I knew Once Upon a Child would take them if they're not worth anything, but I will double check first since they're really cute and kind of trendy. One piece that I was pretty excited to find was this white linen top. It ties in the back. And this is Reformation, and Reformation pretty much always has the size tag with the inside tag, so if you don't see it, double check there, because I have been like, oh man, I have no size, and it ends up being there. So I will sell this one. This is a North Face jacket. It seems to be in pretty great condition. I don't sell them all the time anymore. They just don't sell great for me online, but my Plato's likes them, although they won't take it right now. And I've also heard that North Face has a trade-in program where you can bring them pieces and they'll give you like a $20 per piece gift card. So I'll have to decide what I want to do with this, but I may try it for that unless this comps out as being a pretty good jacket. We'll have to see. This is Vince, which is a nice brand. It just doesn't do great for me on Poshmark. This is kind of a shacket, just in black. It's 100% wool. It does need a little bit of sweater shaving, but then I think I'm gonna send it to thredUP. And this needs a wash, but this is Zara Kids and it's a linen blazer. I think that after I wash it, that this one I may sell for myself, because this probably costs enough that I should be able to get $20-25 for it on Poshmark. Then this is a Disney Animal Kingdom hat. Like I said, I pick up most Disney park stuff. I'm not sure if this is old or not. I don't think it's very old, but yeah, I'll list that one. Then this is a kids piece that I will sell. This is Baby Bowden. These are some really cute little floral shorts. I saw the print from across the bins and knew that this was Bowden. I've sold something in that print before. And then this is Roller Rabbit, which is a very expensive pajama brand. This is an adult top. Sadly, only found the top and it does have a stain on it that I'm hoping I can get out and be able to sell that. I expect that I would be able to get like $20 for just this top. More things for Once Upon a Child is just these little floral shorts from Burberry. A bathing suit for my husband's closet. It's from Saks, so great brand. Just not one that I have very good luck with selling on its own. This is something I'm unfamiliar with. This is Smoothies by Aerie. So I don't know if this is like their Skims dupe kind of piece, but it's almost like shapewear bodysuit. So I have to look this one up and see what the deal is with that. And these are Garage yoga pants. Like I said, a lot of these today. These will go to Plato's too. Then this is a brand that I am not familiar with, but it has European sizing, so that's always nice to see. The brand is Antonelli Ferenz, so it's probably an Italian piece, but I thought it had a fun design on it, and it's a cute shape. Made in Italy, 100% cotton. Yeah, so we'll see what this is worth. If it's not worth very much, then I'll send it to ThredUp. And this is a cashmere sweater from Bloomingdale's. I looked at high and low to see if I could find any holes. I didn't see any, so hopefully I'm right and it's in good shape. A Hannah Anderson hoodie. This was a really fun piece to find. It's Sherpa lined, size 3T, and in really great condition, because sometimes this material shows a lot of wash wear, but this one seems pretty good, and it's super cute. These are Athleta, and I think they're pretty current, but they say the style name on them, which is the Trekkie North Jogger. So normally that means they're pretty current, but they, like, this is pretty worn off here, so not 100% sure, but I think these will probably go to ThredUp. I'm almost done. Then these are Zara, new with tags. They're kind of like a cream white pant with these sailor buttons on them. I will probably sell these myself. This normally wouldn't really be a style that I would sell, but since they're brand new and an extra large, I think I most likely will. And this piece is one that's going to be a little project that I hope I can save. So this is Sam, which is a very expensive coat brand. They also usually say on the arm. This is a kid's one, but I don't know if you're going to be able to tell in the light, but it has yellow marks all over it. I'm going to try and wash it, see what we can do, because this coat probably retails for over $200, so hopefully I can try and get this out. If not, I don't know if it has any value as is, because those stains are pretty aggressive, but we'll see. And then this is a jacket that I will just take to Plato's or hold on to until they'll take it. This is Old Navy. It's just a lightweight puffer. We have a really nice J. Crew like work dress. I would sell this myself, but it's a 0. So for that, I'll probably just take it to ThredUp or send it to ThredUp. Then these I grabbed because they were brand new in the package, and they are just some socks that I'll stick in my husband's drawer. This is an Athleta like long line sports bra. I'm going to take it to Plato's because it's an extra small, and I think that'll be a hard sell for me, but they should take it. These are Abercrombie sweatpants. They do have a little bit of wash wear to them, so I think I'm gonna try Plato's just because I will get less on Poshmark with that washwear. It's nothing bad, but they don't look perfect. This is kind of an odd piece. This is Hot Topic. It's new with tags, which is really why I grabbed it. I wouldn't have probably picked it up if it wasn't. I think it's a 2X, and it's like a skirt with suspenders on it. I will look it up, but otherwise I may just send this to ThredUp. Then I pick up Christmas sweaters that are like themed or branded Disney TV shows, etc. I don't really pick up just the plain old ones anymore. This one's Game of Thrones, which I've never watched, so I don't know the reference, but I think it says I drink and I know things, so hopefully people still like Game of Thrones. And this is Chico's that I'm gonna send to ThredUp as well. It's kind of like an evening jacket. It's like gold and black. Seems to be in very good condition. This is Torrid size 1. It's like a very lightweight knit dress. I think I'll send this to ThredUp too. If it was like a 2 or 3, I maybe would list it myself, but the smaller sizes of Torrid don't do as well for me. And this is another piece of mini Bowden, and it's really cute with this embroidery or applique on it. The floral print has a little bit of a washwear, but their applique stuff does great. This is a little pillowcase from West Elm. I do grab them from West Elm, Pottery Barn, or Crate and Barrel usually. Super lightweight, easy to store without the pillow in it, and people do actually buy them. More Zara Kids for Once Upon a Child, just a little long sleeve. And then this one's H&M Kids. It's a really cute print, and I always check that there's not cracking on the graphics. And this is Urban Outfitters, just a skirt for Play-Dohs. This is Art Class from Target, kids clothes. Kind of, again, a nice like piece for an older kid. These are Lululemon. I think these are Aligns, but they're pretty old. They have no numbers around the size. So I have a pile of Lululemon stuff to bring to the store for their trade-in program. I brought 10 pieces a couple weeks ago, and they gave me $10 for each of them. So, and that's kind of what I'm doing with the like low rise or kind of worn out of style pieces at this point. Another graphic tee for Once Upon a Child. I think this one's Children's Place. Little denim shorts from Old Navy for there. These are Eileen Fisher, and they're size medium. They have some bins dust that hopefully comes out, and then those will go to ThredUp. These are some little shorts from Lulu. They are very short. It's like, I don't know, maybe a 2-inch inseam. They're still pretty old though. They have some numbers around the outside, but they, like, this doesn't actually mean anything. So it's kind of in between that plain size dot and the ones with a code that you can look up, but I will list those. This is Oshkosh, little sweater, Old Navy, some leggings. I always make sure to check the knees on things like this for kids because that's where they show the most wear. And last is some more designer, and this is Burberry's, which is vintage Burberry. It is a men's blazer, which is not my favorite thing to sell, but I'm definitely not gonna leave it behind at the bins. It seems to be in really good condition. It says it up here as well. It's from Bloomingdale's, 100% wool. If it has a size, I will list it myself. If it does not have a size, I will send it to the Real. Yeah, I don't think it has a size in it because I don't know how to size these accurately, and I don't want someone to be disappointed because it doesn't fit. So usually I'll send men's blazers like this to the Real so that they can sell it with their measurements and guess the size, and I don't have to. So that is everything. Like I said, a lot of bread and butter stuff, a lot to bring to the buy sell trade stores, which I am fine with. But I was glad to go back. It's been a while and I had fun. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.